You know, there's a force out there that can take a home apart, piece by piece, sometimes without you even knowing it's happening. We're talking about water damage, and believe me, its power is way more surprising and destructive than you might think.
So let me ask you something. If I said, what's the biggest threat to your house? What's the first thing that pops into your head? Fire, right? Or maybe a big storm. Those are definitely serious, no doubt. But there's another culprit, one that's way more common and sneaky.
Believe it or not, it often starts with something that seems totally harmless, just a single drop of water. But here's the thing, that one drop, it's a huge red flag for a much bigger problem. A problem where literally every single minute counts. All right, so to really get our heads around this, we're going to do a little case study. We'll zoom in on one specific place. And you might be thinking, why there? Well, because the problems in one town can show us exactly what to look out for in any home, anywhere. It turns out, where you live, the kind of weather you get, and even how old your house is, it can all come together to create this perfect storm of risk. I'm talking about the very soil your house sits on, the rain, the snow, and yeah, even the age of the pipes hiding in your walls. It all matters. And this is what's so fascinating. It's how all these little things stack on top of each other. Take our case study in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. You've got this heavy clay soil that basically holds water right up against the foundation, like a sponge. Then you get seasonal storms and a high water table pushing moisture up from the ground. And the kicker? A lot of the homes are older, with aging pipes, and they have to deal with those brutal freeze-thaw cycles in the winter. It's the perfect recipe for disaster. Okay, so how does this whole mess even begin? Well, think of it like this. Water damage isn't a one-trick pony. It comes in two main flavors. You've got the big, loud, catastrophic event that you absolutely can't miss. And then you've got the silent killer, the slow creep that you might not spot for weeks or even months. And this really shows you the two different personalities of this problem, right? On one hand, you've got the sudden, in-your-face crisis. A pipe bursts, your basement is now an indoor swimming pool. But on the other side, you have this gradual, sneaky threat, that slow, hidden leak that's just quietly rotting your home from the inside out, and you have no idea. Yeah, the sudden damage. That's what we all imagine, isn't it? It's the stuff of nightmares. The water heater tank just gives up. The washing machine hose decides to pop off, or your sump pump just quits in the middle of a massive rainstorm. We're talking a huge amount of water, really fast. But the gradual damage, oh, that's the sneaky one. It's the little things, like a tiny pinhole leak in an old pipe that's just misting water inside your wall day after day, or a clogged AC line that's drip, drip, dripping away in your attic. You won't see it, you won't hear it. The first sign might just be that musty smell or a weird stain showing up on your ceiling one day. So look, it doesn't matter if it's a flood or a drip. The second that water shows up where it's not supposed to be, a clock starts ticking. And you are, no joke, in a race against the clock. A race against some very, very serious consequences. And this right here, this is the reason for the race. This isn't some scare tactic. It's just straight up biology. The moment stuff like your drywall, your wood studs, your insulation gets wet, you have an incredibly small window of time before a simple water problem turns into a massive mold problem. Remember this number, 48. Just 48 hours, that's it, that's your window. You've got about 2 days to get that water out and start the drying process properly if you want to stop mold from taking hold and causing all sorts of secondary damage. So when the pros show up, they're not just running around randomly. They have a battle plan, and it's all about beating that 48-hour clock. Step 1. Stop the source, kill the water. Step 2, extract all the standing water. We're talking powerful machines. Step 3, anything that's completely soaked and can't be saved, like carpet padding, it's gotta go. And step 4, get the air moving immediately. Okay, now this is where it gets really cool, and to be honest, a little bit nerdy. Drying out a house isn't just a matter of wiping things down with a towel and pointing a fan at it. No. It's a science, a very technical process designed to literally pull moisture molecules out of the wood, the drywall, the very bones of your house. So first thing you need to know, to a pro, not all water is created equal. They don't just see water, they see categories. And where that water came from, that one detail changes everything. It tells them how contaminated it is, what the health risks are, and exactly how they have to clean it up. And here's how they break it down. It's a system from the IICRC, which is kind of like the rulemaking body for the stuff. You have Category 1, which is clean water. think a supply line bursting. Then there's category 2, or gray water. That's got some gunk in it, like from a washing machine overflow. And then you have category 3, black water. This is the really nasty stuff. Sewage, floodwater from a river, seriously hazardous. All right, get ready for a cool science word: psychrometry. It sounds complicated, but the idea is actually pretty straightforward. It's the science of moist air. Basically, it's about understanding how temperature, humidity, and airflow all work together. The pros are like moisture wizards. They manipulate these conditions to create the perfect environment to literally suck the water vapor right out of the building materials.
Now, this isn't an overnight thing. You're looking at a 3 to 5 day process, typically. It's not set it and forget it. Technicians are there every day, taking readings with moisture meters, tweaking the equipment, and basically tracking the progress to make sure that even the deepest, most trapped moisture is getting pulled out. And this is really the night and day difference between trying to do it yourself and calling in a pro. They aren't showing up with a shop vac and a box fan. They're rolling up with huge truck-mounted extraction units, commercial-grade dehumidifiers, and high-velocity air movers. And the real game changer? They're using technology like thermal imaging cameras and moisture meters to see the water that's completely invisible to you and me. All right, so fast forward a few days. The loud fans are finally off, the humming is gone. You walk in, touch the wall, and it feels dry. It's over, right? Well, not so fast. We're now entering the final critical phase: verification and then restoration. Feeling dry means absolutely nothing in this world, and that's maybe the most important thing to remember. The only way to know for sure that your home is safe, that you're not going to have a mold explosion in 6 months, is to get scientific proof from moisture meters that everything is back to a safe, normal level.
And the ultimate goal here has a name: pre-loss condition. It's what the pros aim for. And it means exactly what it says: making your house look and feel like the damage never, ever happened. So that's not just about the drying. It's about putting it all back together: the new drywall, the new flooring, everything. So that brings us to the big final question. After all of that, the chaos, the cleanup, the drying, when all the water is gone, can you finally relax? Is the threat really truly gone for good? And the answer to that is maybe. It's only over if the job was done right. Because here's the secret: the real enemy was never the puddle of water you could see on the floor. It was always the hidden moisture, the stuff trapped deep inside your walls. And that's why knowing how all this works and making sure it's done scientifically is your absolute best defense against the incredible power of just one little drop of water.